next recording. Hello, good evening, students. This is a lesson on learning the short division strategy. So earlier, after exploring the long division, now you can learn the short division. Now, what is the short division? Literally, it is still the same as the long division. However, it's a little simplified. So let's look at this question. 145 divide by 5. Write it in the same way that you would write a long division. Then ask yourself, how many 5s are there in 1? Of course, your answer is 0. But the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take 0 times 5 and you're going to write a 5 at the bottom. You're going to write a 0 at the bottom. Am I right? Okay, and then you're going to subtract and you're going to get a remainder of 1. Now, in a short division, this process happens mentally. You got to do this mentally and write this one straight away beside the 4 into the next column. Okay, so that's what the short division is about. So over here, you write your 1. Okay, let's clear this. And then ask yourself, now the next question, 14 divided by 5. How many 5s can I go up to? And your answer would be 2, 5, and 10, right? So you can go up to 2 times. And you know 2 times 5 is a 10, right? So you in a long division, you're going to write your 10 and you're going to minus and you're going to get your remainder of 4. This process now happens mentally, and that's where you write the remainder up onto the next digit, beside the next digit. And you write your 4 there. And it's the same thing as bringing down the 5 and answering the question as now 45 divided by 5. That same 45 is here. 45 divided by 5. Okay, so that is the trick for answering or for being able to understand what is short division. Okay, so mentally you have to find out what's the remainder. Okay, and then let's move on with this question. 45 divided by 5, answer 9. So when in a short division, it just looks like this. It doesn't go down and down. Answer is 29. Let's look at another question. 670 divided by 5. First of all, ask yourself how many 5s are there in 6. There's only one 5. And there is a remainder. So 1 times 5 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. So you carry up that 1 to the 7. And now you have 17 divided by 5. Okay, how many 5s are there in 17? And obviously your answer is going to be 3. And 3 times 5, it's going to be 15. So you have got to do a mental calculation of 17 minus 15 in your mind. And then what's the leftover? The leftover is 17 minus 15 is 2. So you carry up your 2 to the next house. And now you ask yourself, 20 divided by 5, what's the answer? And then you get your 4, and then there's no more. You complete the question, the answer is 134. Last question, a last example. 362 divided by 2, okay? So ask yourself, how many 2s are there in 3? There's 1. So 1 times 2, 2. So 3 minus 2, you're going to get a remainder of 1. That goes up to your 6. Now you have 16 divided by 2. And that's going to be exactly an 8. Remember, 16 divided by 2 is 8. Guys, at this point, how many is left over? Is there any left over? 16 divided by 2, it's 8. So there is no leftover, which means you don't have to literally write anything. It's a 0. Okay? And so you answer the next question, which is just 2 divided by 2. And that would give you the answer 1. So 362 divided by 2, 181. Okay? Okay, one more last question. Okay. 608. What if there's a 0 in somewhere in the middle of the question? So start with how many 2s are there in 6. Of course, you get your answer 3. Literally at this point, there is no 0, guys. There's no remainder. Sorry, there's no remainder. So there's nothing to carry to the next house. So it's a 0 there. And 0 divided by 2. How many 2's are there in 0? Again, it's a 0. And there again, there's no more remainders. There's nothing left over when you have nothing to divide with. And so the leftovers is 0. Then you go straight with 8 divided by 2. And answer would be 4. So this is what we call as the short division. Let's do one more last question. 642 divided by 3. How many 3's are there in 6? Of course, 2. No remainder because nothing is left over. So you're just going to ask 4 divided by 3 next, which is 1. And this one has a remainder. It has a remainder of 1 that you write it on the next house. Hope you understand again. Okay, just to repeat, 1 times 3 would be 3. So you're doing this all mentally, the subtraction and 1. And instead of bringing down like this and reading it as 12, you're just putting that 1 up here straight away and reading this as 12. That's all. That's what the short division is all about. Okay. And so 12 divided by 3, answer 4, total answer 240. Okay. Guys, you would have to try this question on your own. 512 divided by 4. And there'll be another question, I suppose. Okay, that's it. So that's all. So all the best in I hope you understood short division. Okay, as short as it was. Thank you very much. Bye.